Hello guys, good day once again. Depending on where you are watching this video from, good day. It's another week to look at the market together. Last week I couldn't, I was so busy. I couldn't upload a pic, no, I couldn't upload a video. But this is another week. It's another week to look at, what the market is doing and how to position yourself for this new week. All right. So welcome to my channel. The name is Adil Lashakoya. If you're new, it's your first time. So let's go. So like in our usual manner, like we normally do, this is DXY, and I've been saying over and over on this channel, the reason why we look at the DXY first is to just look at what the dollar is doing. Dollar being, you know, one of the the most traded currency in the world. It's not one of, it's the most traded currency in the world. So having said that, we saw the dollar index, kind of top out here. And then we've been seeing it pull back ever since. And if you go to the weekly time frame, we see that, we seems to, be seeing a pullback. Although as long as we are in this zone, I'm still pretty bullish on the dollar. On this zone, on this area, till I see a full break, let's say break to the downside into this zone, as long as this support holds, I'm still a bit bullish on the dollar, okay, till I see a full, like I said, a break of this support into this zone. And then we can say, probably we are doing a pullback, for the dollar, a real pullback. But for now, I'll just say this is a reversal, probably a pullback, a little top hand, struggling with this resistance. There's a minor resistance around there. So price is struggling with that resistance, all right? But, like I said, until I see a full price pulling into this zone, into this area around 103, 104 to the downside, all right? But for now, we see prices pulling back, especially if you look at this candlesticks 2 weeks ago, because don't forget this, we're on the weekly time frame. So this is like this looks like a real pullback. All right. But like I said, until I see a full break of this support into this zone. But for now, we're having a pullback on the dollar. And that's why you see every other thing is shooting up. For example, the gold, gold has been crazy since last week. I've been riding gold, since last week. And if you notice, another reason why we saw that gold is really pushing up is because of the war going on, in Israel. What normally happens is that when you have, an escalation of war like that, gold as an alternative asset, always pick up. If you look back history, see gold always become bullish anytime we have war come up like that, because people, investors, speculators, all over the world, fund managers are looking for, where to put their funds, and they always use gold as an edge against the dollar. And that's why you're seeing it's been pushing up. It's been very, very bullish. All right. So if you go to the weekly time frame, you see that gold has been super bullish also. So this week, you do well to just wait for pullback. If you're not in a buy trade already in gold, you want to wait a little bit, because it's like there's a minor resistance around there, around 1977. So you want to wait for pullback before you take a buy. You don't want to jump in the market. Like I always say on this channel, you don't want to buy at resistance and sell at support. All right. So you want to wait for pullback or breakout. Okay. There are two ways you can trade resistance and support. You want to wait for either you see a pullback and then you take a buy. If you look at this, if you look at what gold did around there, around this area, when the week opened, when we had an open the previous last week, we first of all had a little pullback before we have price shoot up, break the support. So also this week you want to wait for a little pullback before you enter a buy. All right, so let's check what Bitcoin is. Also, Bitcoin being is also an alternative asset. When, like I said, the war that broke out, in the Middle East, it's causing all this, it's causing dollar to retrace and every other alternative asset to shoot up. So as you can see, Bitcoin is also on its way. And I've been saying on this channel, I've been super bullish on Bitcoin since the middle of this year. pardon me, since the middle of the year I've been super bullish. And also the US election is coming next year. You know, those are indicators that tell you you should be looking at, jumping on Bitcoin. And like I always say on this channel, I always do this year with Bitcoin, dollar cost averaging. I've been doing some buying here and there. I've been accumulating Bitcoin, ever since Bitcoin has been coming down, around 19,000, 20,000. I've been buying some Bitcoin, bits and pieces. $100 there, $500 there, $1,000 just to hold, till next year when we have Bitcoin halving. So Bitcoin halving is also an indicator. Election next year is also an indicator. The war also going on in the Middle East is also an indicator. That by next year we should, especially after Bitcoin halving, we should see every other cryptocurrency, pushing up. If you also look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, you see that what we have is a bullish engulfing candle, that shoot up from there. Although Bitcoin has been battling, I've had this resistance line here, this minor resistance been battling around 29,000. I strongly believe the breakout of this 29,000 range should see us around 31,000 around this area. All right. So for Bitcoin, I'm also bullish, So I would say that let's see what EURUSD has been doing. EURUSD on the other hand also, seems to be, we see a retracement around there, around 1.04. All right. And it's been ranging around there for for weeks now. I think about 2-3 weeks. We've seen it's been bouncing up and it's been doing this bounce off and been testing this resistance and come back to the support. Like I've been saying on this channel, on the long run, if you look at the monthly time frame for EURUSD, I think I've explained this over and over. If you look at EURUSD has been, on the long run, super bearish on EURUSD. But for now, we are seeing EURUSD taking a out from that crash. If you look at the weekly time frame, we had these weeks of, it's almost about 9 weeks or 10 weeks thereabout of this price coming down, all the way from around 1.12 to 1.04. So we've seen it, but now in the past 2-3 weeks, let me say 2 weeks, we've been seeing, a bounce off from this support at 1.04. All right. So I'll be careful selling EURUSD around this region. We want to be very careful, because we might see price, break out from this region this week. So I'll be very, very careful. It's either I wait for a pullback again, and I'll go to my 4-hour time frame to confirm, probably a bottom before I take a buy, or I wait for a break and retest of this resistance before I take a buy. But selling USD around this region, I'll be very, very careful until I see a break of the support. Okay, until I see something that probably looks like this, break up from this support. All right. So, but in this week, we are likely to see something that looks like this. Test this minor support and then it push out. All right. So the market is the market. The market do, we do what it will do. So what we want to do is to follow trend. All right. So going forward, I'll be careful selling EURUSD around this area. I've been watching. You don't want to be blindly bearish, because we've been bearish all the while. So I think we want to have a pullback from this around this region. And of course, don't forget the DXY is also, has been bearish the last couple of weeks. So you want to be careful selling USD around this region. So lastly, we'll be looking at pounds USD. But before we go on to look at pounds USD, if you have not subscribed to my channel, ensure you do that. Click the subscribe button. Also, make sure you like and share. And also, I'll be dropping, we have a free Telegram group. You can join us. I'll be dropping the link below. Ensure you join us. And also, if you have not, bought my trading course, the traders are both Forex Mastery course, ensure you do that. We are running a promo now, 50% off, from now to the end of October. So ensure you click on the link below. Okay. So lastly, let's look at pounds USD. I think this video is becoming too long. All right. Also, pounds USD on the daily time frame, you can see that we've been having bounce off around the support. USD, pounds USD, bounce off around 1.2. All right. So and then you can see we'll be having this ding dong. So like I said, it's the same thing with EURUSD. If you look at the monthly time frame, the pounds USD has been super bearish as well. Otherwise, we're having this pullback. You see, if I take my See that we mean? Even a child will tell you this is a bearish. That price has been moving to the downside. If you go to the daily time frame, you will notice what you will find is price has been falling, just like EURUSD has been falling, since God knows when. Okay. So, but then I would said that, I'm not going to be, I'll be careful selling pounds USD around this area because we're seeing this pullback. So I rather, wait for, probably a test of support. And when I say bounce off, I take a buy, or I wait for a break of this support. A total break of this support to the downside if I start selling again. That's for pounds USD. So I'll be careful selling around this region. Okay. So have a beautiful trading week. I'll be seeing you during the week. All right. Thank you.